Cool. Evening, Claire. So we going to have a bit of a discussion now. You want to get into better shape, correct?
Yeah.
How do you define that? What would be the best shape for you?
I'd like to lose. I'd like to lose. I don't know how much weight because I'm not entirely sure in stone how much I weigh at the moment. But I'd like to get back to a weight that I used to feel comfortable in my own body. I would probably say 9 stone if possible.
Okay, so about 9 stone. What do you think you are now?
I'm definitely way over 10.
Okay, so you've got at least a stone, if not more, to lose.
Yeah.
Okay, so to do that, you've embarked on a program for 3 weeks or so. Is that correct?
Yeah.
You lost a bit of weight initially, a couple of pounds. You lost a little bit, and then you seemed to plateau. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, put it back on, not plateau.
Okay,
Put it back on.
Put it back on. Great. Okay. So, and you're concerned about that?
Yeah, because I don't feel like I've done anything particularly wrong.
Okay.
And if I have done something wrong, I'm not quite sure where I've gone wrong.
No problem. Okay. So, what do you think are the reasons that things aren't going as well as you'd like them to go?
I find it quite difficult because obviously I've got intolerances to quite a lot of food.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of stuck in some respects to what I can eat anyway.
Mm-hmm.
When I've tried to sort of diet before away from Herbalife and I've spoken to people about what foods I should be eating, I basically seem to think that I'm told I eat the completely wrong things. For example, potatoes, pasta. I like that food, and I would find it extremely difficult to completely eliminate that from my diet. Pasta being obviously gluten-free at the moment.
Okay, so you think you're eating some of the wrong foods. That's one reason.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, possibly. What other reasons do you think you're not achieving the kind of results that you want?
I think I ignore exercise too much.
Okay.
I don't really do any exercise. I've got a dog. I take the dog out for a walk. Probably, if I'm honest, not really as much as I should do, or for as long as I should do. But other than that, I don't like going to the gym. I don't like doing those things. I don't really have anything that I would deem like enjoyable in terms of, in terms of exercising.
Okay, so you think you're eating some incorrect foods, and you don't like exercise.
Yeah.
Anything else you think that might be getting in your way?
I'm sure there probably is, but I don't know because everything I'm doing at the moment, I think I'm doing the right things. I'm eating the right foods. Okay. I'm not snacking, etc.
Okay, so that's the important thing. The important thing is the word you just said there, think.
Yeah.
So you think you're doing stuff. Now you've identified 2 possible areas that you might need to work on, but you think you're doing the right things. So you might not be doing the right things, but you think you are. Mm-hmm. So how could you identify if you were doing the right things and become aware of it, whether you're not?
Well, I'm assuming if I didn't, obviously not without speaking to anybody, I'm assuming that if I started to lose weight, I'd imagine that, everything was going tickety-boo.
Right, but you see, the thing about it, things go up and down, okay? And at this moment in time, they're not going the way you want them to, so you're not losing weight. So the thing is, you might not be doing the right things. Okay?
I'm trying to be extra sensitive to the things I'm being fairly sensitive anyway to the things I'm eating, but I'm trying to be like extra vigilant and...
Okay, so you want to become aware of whether you are doing the right things or not.
Mm-hmm.
So to know that you're doing the right things and to be able to measure that and check that, what do you think you need to do?
Maybe write a diary.
Okay, if you wrote a diary for, say, a week, or however many days you wanted, what would you then do with that diary to identify if you're doing the right things?
Well, I don't know because I'm not quite sure. I still really wouldn't know whether it was right or wrong. I mean, I
Okay.
can then obviously assess what I'm eating.
Okay, you've written a diary.
Yeah.
You've written things down. So how can you find out if they're right or wrong?
I need to probably speak to somebody who would know, really.
Okay, so if you were to write a diary and then you were to speak to somebody, you could see if it's right or wrong, correct?
Yeah.
How long do you think you'd be able to keep that diary for before it kind of did your mind in?
I don't mind doing things like that. I've used like apps on my phone before where I've had to literally diarize everything through to like drinking a glass of water or whatever. So I don't mind doing that. I could quite happily do it for a couple of weeks, months, whatever.
Okay, so you don't need to do it that long. You'll find it far quicker than that. So let's say you do it for a week.
Yeah.
Then if you sent it to me, for example, I can then have a look at it and say, yep, this looks right. Or, by the way, there's some stuff in here you might need to look at.
Yeah. Okay.
Would that make sense?
Yeah, perfect.
So that will resolve the first issue. We'll begin to identify if you're doing the right things or not doing the right things. You will become consciously aware of what's actually happening or not. And then you'll get some feedback on that. So that will be a tick there. So that's one thing. I think that's quite an important thing. Put your mind at rest that that's happening. The second thing is exercise. Exercise is an essential part of being well. It's how we burn calories. So it is an important part of getting into good shape. So it does play its part. The problem is for exercise when we don't like doing it. Why would we do something we don't like doing? That doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So some people would admit that we do the things that we don't like because we need to do them anyway. But that's by the by. Okay, so you don't exercise. Do you think you should exercise?
Yeah, I think I should.
Okay, great.
So I do go through fits and spurts where I do like try and go to the gym.
Yeah.
But I find it really hard to motivate myself to even go in the first place. I think that's the main thing. If I could actually go myself and I wasn't bothered about that, I'd just get on with it for an hour and then come away.
But you do bother about it. It is something. Now going to the gym is, if you're not an exercise and don't enjoy it, it takes you way outside your comfort zone. So it's an extreme form of exercise if you don't like exercise.
Yeah.
So you've got to find something to do that still helps you to maintain a reasonable degree of comfort. So where would you, if you were to choose a location where you were reasonably comfortable, where would you choose that you could exercise?
So, like walking my dog, I'm quite happy doing that. See, I don't like things like swimming and stuff because that means I have to put a bikini on or a swimming.
Well, exactly, but it's taking you way outside your comfort zone. So it takes you way outside your comfort zone. It's too extreme until you're ready. You've got to do these things in steps.
I do have some like fitness DVDs that I can do at home. Again, it's just getting me motivated to do them.
Okay, so think about that. You see, if you do something at home, you're within your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You step outside your comfort zone when you have to watch a DVD and do some exercise, but you're still within a reasonable comfort zone.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. And so what is it about the DVDs that you don't particularly like?
I don't think it's that I don't like them. I just always find, because I think it's a mundane task, I have quite a busy life, work, etc., like everybody. I just find that I could always be doing something more productive with my time. That
makes sense to me, because you currently haven't got an exercise habit, so you will always find other things which are habits to do.
Yeah.
So if you were to spend a period of time initially, which was a short period of time, on some form of exercise within the home, maybe around a DVD, how long would it be?
I'd probably do like half an hour.
Do you think you can do half an hour?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, the DVDs that I've got, they have like I think some of them are 4 minutes and some of them are 7 minutes. So I can just do like a few different.
Okay. I always work on the concept success breeds success. Okay. And to me, that's very important. You're a non-habitual exerciser who finds it mundane to do. You don't enjoy it. It's a chore. Half an hour is a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good news.
Well, exactly. You're pleased with that. I don't want it to be a chore. So if you can do 4 minutes and 7 minute sections, if you could do 11 to 15 minutes, could you do that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
If you were to choose some time in the day when you could do that, when would it be?
It would be probably as soon as I come in from work.
Okay. So as soon as you come in from work, every evening, can you do that?
Yeah, I can try. Yeah.
You can try. If you were to do that every evening from work, and you've got weekend as well, so we're going to say 7 days.
Yeah.
Okay. How many days would you consider to be a success out of 7 if you did that?
I'd probably get bored after about day 3, I'd say.
Okay, so if you can get to day 4, we've got a success.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, so second action is to go to day 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 actions. Keep a diary for 7 days. Come back to me with the diary. We'll then do a comparison. We'll look at it. Second action is you're going to take one of your DVDs and do 10 to 15 minutes for 4 days.
Okay.
Come back to me if you don't do it. Or actually come back to me if you do it or don't do it.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect.
Good job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.